This video is sponsored by Arc.io, which is an amazing blockchain project which is launching Market Square, the new homepage for the decentralized web, soon, and you can see the amazing projects that will be joining them. They also put out a brand new video on their YouTube channel, Market Square by Arc.io, that is called The Blockchains of Ready Player One. If you're interested in blockchain, crypto, sci-fi, and technology, you should definitely check it out. It's super cool. I'll leave a link to it and Market Square in the description of this video. Hey, what's going on everyone? Matthew from therighttrader.com back in with another cryptocurrency video. Today I'm going to be talking about some crypto news updates as well as some predictions for the near future for the crypto space in general and for DeFi specifically. I haven't talked a lot about the entire decentralized finance space on my channel, but I will be covering it more, and I wanted to talk to you a little bit about what I see is most likely to happen in the next few weeks to few months out. Now, as you can see here, I'm on coinparticle.com. It's a website that shows you a nice visualized view of how the cryptos have been moving. And what you're going to see here is a lot of altcoins, right? Anything typically related to, smart contracts, DeFi, Ethereum 2.0 staking. These are some of the hottest sectors in the crypto space right now. So typically any coins related to that have been doing very well. And I mean, the crypto market as a whole here, if we go back to coinmarketcap.com, you're going to see in the past 7 days, right, majority of coins are actually in the green. Some of them as high as 20, 50% plus, right? So a lot of big moves here. And I'm going to just briefly mention, we're going to cover some of the bigger coins, Bitcoin, Ethereum. I'm going to cover Binance Coin. We're going to do Cardano, and we're going to do Ripple and Litecoin today. So before we get into the more detailed technical analysis that we'll head into in just a second, right, we're going to cover just a couple news topics. Of course, I will be mentioning the fact that Visa settled its first transaction on Ethereum for USDC. And like I said, right, we're seeing traditional finance merge with crypto. This is what's causing such a move higher. And if you look at Ethereum right now, right, it had slowed down for a bit. Now we're back almost towards $2,000. So it's moved very nicely. I'm actually very bullish on Ethereum right now. The fees on the network are high. I'm not gonna lie. So of course that's one thing that we're all waiting for a solution to that, and it's not going to be easy. But there's some smart people behind it, and I think they will be able to, at the very least, reduce it to some more bearable levels, because right now it can really be $50 plus for a transaction, right, on Uniswap or SushiSwap. So it is very expensive. You can see the chart of the fees right here, but of course they have the EIP 1559 to hopefully help out with the network congestion and fees. So we'll see what comes about that. Of course, right, we have a bunch of things that are going on right now to aid in solving this issue on the Ethereum network. With that being said, right, proof is in the pudding, and Ethereum is actually still doing very good, up 18% in the last 7 days alone. I think there's a fair chance that we will see Ethereum continue to do very well. And right now I'd honestly prefer holding Ethereum over Bitcoin, just because it's easier for me to hold on to something that has a bigger network effect. We're going to have the Ethereum 2.0 staking becoming more and more of a thing. So that is a nice little upside there. And of course, really any coin that's involved with DeFi, right, especially the major blockchains surrounding that, typically, BNB, the Binance coin. If you want to purchase Binance coin, the go-to place for that is obviously on the Binance exchange, and I'll leave a link to Binance in the description of this video. For those of you who are interested in buying or investing in Binance, I'm extremely bullish on the BNB token. It powers the Binance Smart Chain network, and keep in mind, right, compared to Ethereum, the fees on Binance are just a few, on the Binance Smart Chain are just a few cents compared to the Ethereum network. So huge difference, right? And that's what's catapulting this massive growth for the BNB token. You have to keep in mind, what I like with the Binance coin is that there's the decentralized aspect of things. There's the centralized exchange, which is obviously the biggest in the world, and all these things combined is really pushing Binance coin higher. It stabilized for a bit, and now it looks like we might even be pushing higher again. So we'll see that in the technical analysis. But you need to pay attention to these type of things, right? Cardano been very stable. We'll see what type of applications they're able to bring onto the network. Right now, I think that Cardano is a little bit high considering where Binance Coin is in terms of market cap, right? Because Binance Coin already has a huge amount of decentralized applications, things like PancakeSwap that are running very successfully. Cardano, we haven't yet seen the same amount of applications. Not that I don't think that's going to happen in the future, but as of right now, we want to see more applications come onto the Cardano network. And Ripple, still same old with the lawsuit going on. We'll see how things pan out. And Litecoin has been performing fairly good. Also, you have to keep in mind that all the coins that have been added to PayPal and that PayPal is integrating now for merchants, etc., right? Over 29 million merchants have been very stable and have been holding up really well, right? That includes Bitcoin, Ethereum. We got Litecoin on there as well. Bitcoin Cash. All of those coins have been very stable as they are on available on PayPal. So with that being said, let's go ahead and move over to the actual technical analysis side of things. Bitcoin still very steady, uptrending, right? But the question is, could we be coming to somewhat of a slowdown? And it definitely is possible, right? We've seen that resistance around the $60,000 area. I'm also going to point out that we do have a quite bearish divergence here on the RSI, right? The RSI has actually been dropping lower as the price has been increasing. So, now we're starting to flatten out a bit. This could really be where we might see a pullback. The MACD looks like we might turn bullish. We'll have to see if we're able to get that confirmed crossover. But what I can see, if I'm to make my best prediction here, I think we're going to get a head and shoulders pattern and drop a bit lower, right? So typically that's going to look something like this, and then we will start moving lower from here. And the reason for this is, the head and shoulders pattern, but really, unless we're able to get back above this high right here, right at around $62,000, if we aren't able to move above that on this most recent move higher, then we will probably be forming the head and shoulders pattern and then really dropping a bit. The question is how much. We could go down to 45,000. Most likely, if we start seeing the pattern unfold, I think 42,000 is a very reasonable area. And of course, in a worst case scenario, right, we would be looking somewhere more towards $30,000 to $20,000. With that being said, it's very, very unlikely that we actually see a drop that low, right? The $20,000 to $30,000 drop would be a worst case scenario in a situation where we see a very big increase in bearishness for the crypto market, which is very unlikely right now. You have to keep in mind that a bunch of institutions are pouring in. I've heard that institutions own more than 4.6% of the Bitcoin supply right now, and that's just going to continue, right? Goldman Sachs is now writing Bitcoin products for its clients. They're not the only ones, right? We've seen so many institutional investors, big funds come into crypto, and for that reason, especially for the big names like Bitcoin and Ethereum, right? It's going to be very hard to see some major bearish moves. Anything like 20,000, we'd be talking about a 50% plus drop. That is going to be very, very unlikely considering how much money is pouring into the market. So, don't be surprised if we only drop as low as $42,000 and then, start stabilizing, maybe even moving higher again. I think overall, we are still very much in a bull market right now in crypto in general. Let's go ahead and hop over to Ethereum and see what's going on. So Ethereum here looks somewhat more bullish. We're going to go ahead and draw one of the trend lines here. I'm interested to see how this is looking, and basically what it's looking like is we're actually breaking out today as we speak. And that's why I said right now I'd probably like to hold Ethereum better than Bitcoin, just because it's more easy to rationalize the value, right? Bitcoin is already $1 trillion plus. Ethereum has, it's the biggest blockchain for smart contracts, and that is undervalued in my opinion. Now, if we look at what's happening, this breakout is pretty significant, right? If we're able to move, past this resistance right here, which is looking possible, we will actually be in a blue sky breakout territory where we'll be pushing new all-time highs. So this is a huge deal for Ethereum, and that will really manage to set a bull market probably for many other altcoins as well, right? Or at least the cryptos that have been added to PayPal. But this is definitely very significant, And of course, if we pull back here and we drop back below this trend line, then things would get maybe more bearish again. We could trade in a range here between 2,000 and 2,000 and 1,500, but that just seems somewhat unlikely right now. It seems like we might actually start be pushing higher for Ethereum, and in a worst case scenario, we'll probably just stabilize, not even drop that much. So Ethereum, I am actually quite bullish on right now. Let's hop over to the Binance coin and see what's going on. So Binance coin, a very similar pattern as Ethereum, right? You have to keep in mind. Binance coin powering the Binance Smart Chain, Ethereum powering obviously the Ethereum network. This is a huge deal considering how much they're growing right now with all these decentralized applications. That's what's causing this move. So this right here, right, these breakouts that we're seeing are a very key sign. Like I said, if we move back below the downtrend line, that's not good. But overall here, we're extremely strong, extremely bullish. We do also have this bearish divergence here on the RSI, so keep an eye out for that. But at the same time, we have crossed back over above the orange line on the MACD. So still, some conflicting signals here, but the price is actually breaking out. So you have to focus on that first and foremost. Once again, one possibility is that we don't actually clear really moving back above 315 and end up trading in some type of range-bound situation. This seems possible for both Binance coin and Ethereum, but we could actually end up seeing a very strong breakout as well. So you need to keep an eye out for the next few days what happens with those to see where that's going to most likely move. We're going to hop over to Cardano. Good old Cardano, obviously. I have been the biggest bull on Cardano, and it's done so well. It hit my price target of $1 plus that I made several weeks before it actually started moving higher. So I was spot on with my prediction there. And overall, I'm just really excited to see how Charles Hoskinson is going to manage his overall expansion into Africa, etc. Right. So once again, we're seeing some similarities. We got the bearish RSI divergence, MACD looking somewhat weak, but obviously could flip back over here. Now the pattern is more obvious. We have first off, a bit of a downtrend line, depending on how you want to draw this, and then also we just have a lot of resistance in the $1.40, $1.50 area, right? So right now, I think Cardano is not ready to move higher, to be honest. I think that Cardano is actually probably going to drop back down somewhere around the 100-day moving average at the lowest, right? So typically somewhere around 80 cents seems possible to me. And some people might think that's ridiculous, but I honestly think we are going to hit that 80-cent level. We could drop even a little bit more below that. That's going to be more difficult. But I think 80 cents, we're going to see a very quick dip down to 80 cents for Cardano, and then a very quick bounce right after that, right? So it's going to be a very short-lived drop, but I do think we need to clear out that 80-cent level, which, like I said, that might seem extremely bearish to some, but that needs to happen. I think it's a great buying price, in my opinion. That's not financial advice, of course. So XRP, right? It's gotten some good news here and there. Still going through the whole lawsuit situation, and that's very hard to say what's going to happen with that. But if we look at what's going on the chart, very clear downtrend. However, we do also have a uptrend line. So we're stuck in a symmetrical triangle formation. Honestly, not even anything bearish here. Just a lot of stabilization. We need to look, the end of this formation is towards the beginning of May. So at that point, we'll either expect a breakout higher or a breakout lower. If we get a breakout lower, expect it to go back to 30 cents. If we get a breakout higher, there's no really telling, but probably, we would get a move to 65 cents at the very least. And really, we could even start to see it push 80 cents to $1 if we do get that bullish breakout. However, it does seem like we may actually end up dropping lower and heading back down to stabilize a bit more. Now, if we head over to Litecoin for our last crypto of this daily update, hopefully you enjoyed it. By the way, make sure to leave a like if you did. Going to be doing these more often like in the past. Litecoin, very stable. I think this can be attributed to the recent increase in bullishness that it's seen through a bunch of different partnerships. Obviously, the PayPal integration has also helped it with its stability. We have several websites that tend to use Litecoin. So overall, Litecoin has been performing very, very well. Now, if we look at some of the trends over here, what you're going to see, I mean, this is not the best uptrend line. Just wanted to put in just to show where we have some support. Now, a lot of support as well with the 100-day moving average. So right now, end of the symmetrical triangle formation is $190. Probably going to stabilize a little bit more. I think that for Litecoin, I just see it trading, between $150 and $228 right now. To be honest, I could actually see Litecoin maybe even staying pretty high in this range. So if we do even break on the lower end of this, I don't necessarily think that we're going to see Litecoin just crash down or anything. I think it's just going to stay very stable at the very least, and could even continue trending higher overall. I think that any of these coins that have been added to PayPal are going to gain a lot of stability compared to other coins. So if we see the market drop as a whole, maybe altcoins, any coin that's on PayPal is actually probably gonna endure much better. Now that's just my best prediction. With that being said, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like. If you want to trade any altcoins, specifically Binance Coin, for example, make sure to check out the Binance Exchange. Link in the description. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Stay safe and have a great day. I'll see you next time.